Hi, this is Candice with KNC Lodge. I joined a Smash Book swap over on Your Paper Pantry, and we got Cari. This was hosted by Cari, and we got 2 months to work on it, so I am finished, and so I wanted to show you the Smash Book that I made for, and my partner's name is actually Candice with a Y. So I actually put her name on here with Candice with a Y. I like the way she spells it. And she likes all kinds of styles, so I really had to struggle with what I was going to do as a theme, and I kind of mixed it up and did a little bit of everything. So I call this From Glam to Grunge because it starts out with the prettier, lighter things and it gets darker throughout the book until the back is quite dark. And so I hope you like it, because there's a lot of papers in here, and it's so fat that even these 1 1/4 ring binders, it's still not quite closing very well. So I don't know if you want to rebind it with these ring binders, if you have some of these bigger. I didn't have any that were bigger than this, so I hope this is going to work for you, and I think you'll be happy with it, though. There's lots of good papers and things in here. So I want to go through and show this to you. This pocket here actually came from the Smash Book that I got from Dina. And I love this pocket, and I was going to keep it, and then I thought, oh, it would just fit so beautifully on this. So I caved and put it in here. So then I started with some Melissa Francis papers, and her papers are just so gorgeous and feminine. And so the papers in the first sections is a lot of this Melissa Francis papers, and even the tags that I made with the leftover paper. This here is actually some I can't remember what was in here. I think this embellishment that was on the front came in that packaging, and that was the packaging from it. I didn't have the heart to throw it away because it was so pretty. So this envelope came from Suzanne in a mail art swap, and it was really pretty. So I hate to waste anything that's pretty and has been embellished or stamped. These also came from one of the gals. It might have been on Suzanne's envelope, and I pulled these off very slowly. I got them to unstick, and so restuck them on there because they're so pretty. I didn't want to get rid of them. So here's some more of that Melissa Francis paper. This is Die Cuts with a View luxury stack paper, and I just made a little pocket with it. Some more Die Cuts with a View over here on the right. This is a Melissa Francis line. This comes from the Marion Smith Hybrid Mini. This is a doily I got, and I sprayed it with Lindy's Stamp Gang. I got that at a yard sale. Die Cuts with a View, Melissa Francis, these stickers, Melissa Francis paper. It's so pretty. Some more Melissa Francis Die Cuts with a View luxury stack. These are K & Company acrylic frames. I just love having those. I put them in all the Smash Books I do. This is just some white cardstock, and I inked it around, and then this is the inside, or the leftover page from when I sprayed the Lindy's on the pink, so I kept that as well. I don't remember what this paper is, but the tags, what I did was I would take 2 of the pieces of paper that were left over and glue them back to back, and then cut them out with and make tags. This little Paris image came from a swap. You could see it used to be on an envelope, and so I liked it, and I've been holding on to it for a long time. So here's some other papers, and I don't really know what they are. I did some stamping here. This is a Melissa Francis. I did some inking and some stamping here. These are K & Company. This is from the Marion Smith Hybrid Mini. These are, I believe these are both K & Company embellishments. This is the Melissa Francis paper, and this is just some stamping on it. K & Company. This paper I got specially on eBay, and I can't remember what it was. I only bought 2 sheets of it. This tag I think came from Dina in our swap that we did. But I love this paper, and so I kept all 4 corners because I didn't want to cut it up and waste any of it. So you ended up with the whole thing. Here's a glycine wax paper bag that I stamped. Okay, so now we're getting into the 3rd section. The rules on these books are that you have to do 5 tab sections, and within each section there needs to be at least 8 pages. So we're getting into some little darker papers. I got this in a swap. This is from the Marion Smith Hybrid Mini, so I just made a pocket within a pocket here. So, and in these Smash Books, they have to have at least 4 pockets, and I think there's at least 8 in this one, so you got plenty of pockets. This section, this 3rd section, is, I call it the vintage section. We're sort of moving into the darker things, and what I did here was I actually went through my vintage ephemera. This is from Viv, by the way. This was one of the extra envelopes that Viv sent me, so I wanted to share that with Candyce. And so I went through my vintage ephemera, and I pulled out a bunch of vintage ephemera, and I didn't want to cut some of this, so I just folded it over. And this is from a 1980s needle craft magazine, and I made a pocket out of it. And so again, I just I didn't want to cut it. This is from a page out of a book that I got from a swap from a gal actually in France. And this is just some paper I had. This is from 1938. See, I stamped some of the numbers on here so you'd know when it was from, because it's not on the page anywhere. This is from the Detective Novel magazine. This is from 1950s Webster, and that's both of these. This was in one of the Smash, I think from Dina, in the Smash Book that I got from Dina. So I love to share the things that I get with other people and pass them on. It's so fun. This is from a Pathfinder, 1943. Can you see that 1943 up there? I think so. Pathfinder magazine. This is from 1931. This primary child, a little teaching aid. This one is from 1966, April of 1966. And this is from one of those work basket magazines. 1929, Bethany Bible Student magazine. So you can see that I've actually taken some of my actual vintage ephemera. So that section is all vintage. And this was that oily paper that I got from Dina in the swap. And I'm keeping some of it that she gave me. And then this I wanted to share with Candyce because I thought that looked really vintage. I did ink around it a little bit. So this next section is a graphic 45. This paper also came from Dina. She had given me a bunch of graphic 45 paper. I love this paper because on the back side of it, it looks like it looks like a gray pinstripe suit. So it's really neat because it's got these ads with these guys in it. So it's really cool. So here's some. This is graphic 45 and 7 gypsies. And again, I made a pocket out of this section. So, and then these papers, I did not want to cut these papers because they're so neat. And I have this graphic 45 8x8 to keep it to 8.5 by 5.5, which is the parameters for the book. I left the top on, and some of them I ripped, and some of them I just left on. But I just like it like that. I had some, I think this is one of those tags. This is 7 Gypsies tag. This is all the graphic 45 paper. Again, look at this paper. I just couldn't cut it. So that's probably why this got so fat. Here's some just paper, ephemera little tag item that I had gotten in a, I think I got this at a yard sale. And I had a whole bunch of this. And I was hoarding it for a long time. I finally decided to use it. This is 7 Gypsies. Again, this paper is still graphic 45. All this paper, you can see it says across the top there. This is a 7 Gypsies ephemera pack. Some more graphic 45. Look at this paper. It's awesome. I love this paper. Again, this is some just paper embellishments that I got. Some more paper embellishments. I just thought it went well with this page. and this graphic 45 paper. I love this graphic 45 section. It's awesome. And this is from the Marion Smith Hybrid Mini, and this is from the Seven Gypsies. This is actually from an old poster, and I cut it up. It had a bunch of little tickets, like vintage tickets, and I just cut them up off of the poster. This next section is Tim Holtz. This is the last section, and this I got from Dina, and I think this is a sticker, so if you were to cut this off, you'd be able to stick this on something, so I thought that was really cool. Again, this paper is from a collection. This little bag came from a swap that I did with someone probably 6 months ago, and I've been holding on to it. And then these little embellishments also came from a swap, so finally letting go of some of the stuff and passing it on. This is just some leftover paper from that Melissa Francis. This Tim Holtz paper is awesome. This I think I got from my father-in-law, and this is a vintage, just a memorandum envelope, and I made it into one of the pages. I did do some stamping on here. I did do some inking around the edge to darken things up a little bit. As you can see, there's quite a few pockets. I'm not sure where this paper came from, but it's really pretty. I took some of the leftover papers and made tags, so I'm sure that you can find some use for those. This little piece of map actually came off of a box of one of the packages that I received in the mail art swap last month. And I loved this. I actually tore it off the box because I thought it was just so cool. Tim Holtz. This bingo card came from Linda. And again, some more of that paper that was just left, and I don't want to waste any of it. This paper I had in my stash. This is the Tim Holtz. I ripped it and colored the edge, stamped it a little bit, colored the edge on this. It's been colored. And then this is some vintage paper I got from my father-in-law's estate. And again, I made tags out of the leftover graphic 45 paper because I don't want to waste any of that. And then I did a little bit of a collage on the back here. So that's your book. And then also I've got, I wanted to show you some of the products that I used. And I also have some goodies here that will go in the box with it, and I don't want to show you those because I want that to be a surprise. But I did want to show you some of the products that I used in this book. I used some of these. Let me move that. I used some of these Colorbach tags, Seven Gypsies tags, Tim Holtz stickers, some Studio 112 stickers, Seven Gypsies ephemera. Then this is some of that stuff that I got. I mean, I still have a lot of this left still. It's just kind of cool vintagey papers and embellishments. There's some stickers that I got. I think those were included. I think I also got those in the yard sale. These Colorbach tags, Seven Gypsies tags, K & Company. I like those, and some more K & Company things. And then Melissa Francis not only has beautiful paper, but she also has some pretty nice embellishment books with like stickers and stuff. And so I used some of that on there. Some more of that Melissa Francis stuff. This is the luxury stack from Die Cuts with the View. I love this paper. It's really pretty. And then also this graphic 45 old curiosity shop stack. That's that fourth section that was all graphic 45 is that. So, and then I think there was one of these graphic 45s in there. Those tags. So there's some of the products that I used. So this book will be going out here hopefully in the next couple of days. I'm very excited. and I hope you like it. There's a lot of work in there, and I really enjoyed making it. The Smash Books are not so bad because they're mostly paper, and you just have to really pick out the papers that you feel will go together. And as you can see, this just does not close. So you can always pull some of this stuff out of here to make this close better. So, and you can thin out, take things out that you don't like to thin it out, I guess, or rebind it. Okay, so there you have it, and see you guys over on Your Paper Pantry. Come on over. It's only $1 a month, and the swapping, the gals over there are great. I just love it. So, okay, thanks for watching, you guys.